Good morning, class. I am your teacher for today, and my name is Marose Vicasitay, and I'm going to discuss you about the metacognition. So, what is metacognition, DI? So, metacognition is the ability to think about thinking. It involves being aware of one's own thought processes, including understanding how one learns, plans, monitors, and evaluates their cognitive activities. Essentially, it's the process of reflecting on one's own thinking and using that reflection to improve learning and problem solving. So, ang metacognition DI is all about thinking. Sa Bisaya pa, nag-think nakadaan din imo pa jud gi-think og maayo ang imuhang gi-think. For example, nagplan ka maghimo og essay. So, una ka mag-make og essay, dapat planado sa and i-make sure nimo nga imong pagbuhat sa essay is step by step. And after nimo ma-plan ang imong pag-write sa essay, you need to have a step by step, di ba? And after nimo kuan og step by step, you write your essay na. And after nimo mag-write sa imong essay, imo i-evaluate if unsay sayop or unsay sakto nimo nga nabuhat sa imong essay. And the metacognition has two components. The first one are the metacognitive knowledge and metacognitive regulation. So what is metacognitive knowledge, DI? So metacognitive knowledge provides the foundation for understanding on your own thinking. And metacognitive knowledge involves in three kinds of metacognitive awareness, namely, declarative knowledge, procedural knowledge, and conditional knowledge. So ang metacognitive knowledge kay nag-provide og understanding sa imuhang own thinking. So, ang metacognitive knowledge kay nasad siya tulo ka kinds nga gikan sa metacognitive awareness. And the first one is the declarative knowledge. So, these are the three kinds of metacognitive knowledge. And the first one is the declarative knowledge. This refers to the knowledge of one's own cognitive abilities and limitations, as well as general knowledge about learning strategies and how they work. In short, ang declarative knowledge is the prior knowledge sa usa ka tawo. For example, 1 plus 1. So, di ba kita tanan kabaw naman ta sa answer nga 2 jud ang answer? Dili 3, dili 4, dili 5, kay 1 plus 1 equals 2. The second one is the procedural knowledge. So this is the knowledge of how to use different learning strategies effectively. So, ang procedural knowledge, from the word procedure, it is step by step. So, gikan sa example sa declarative knowledge nga 1 plus 1, ang sa procedural knowledge is kanang step by step if giunsa pagkuha ang answer nga 2 sa 1 plus 1. Mao na siya. So, dapat imong i-analyze og maayo if kananganong nahimong 2 ang answer sa 1 plus 1. And the third one is the conditional knowledge. This is the knowledge of when and why to use a specific learning strategy. Mao ni siya ang knowledge if kanus-an nimo siya ma-apply sa imong kaugalingon. And the second component is the metacognitive regulation and control. So metacognitive regulation pertains to their ability to keep track or monitor and assess their knowledge of or learning. It includes their ability to find out what, when, and how to use a particular skill for a given task. And the metacognitive regulation involves in three processes. The first one is the setting goals and planning. The second one is the monitoring and controlling learning. The third one, or the last one, is the evaluating on regulation. So, let's talk about first the setting goals and planning. The first metacognitive regulation involves three processes is the planning. Setting goals for learning, selecting appropriate strategies like summarizing, outlining, or concept mapping, and allocating resources. For example, gipabuhat mo kamo nga estudyante gipabuhat mo og writing essay, gipa-write mo essay. So, ang first ninyong buhaton is mag-outline mo sa inyong essay. Mag-start mo into outline. Then, ang second ninyong buhaton is mag-research mo if unsa nga essay ang inyong dapat nga buhaton para sa ako ang gipahimo ninyo. And the third one is you will start draft your essay. Mag-draft ka sa imong essay nga imong buhaton. Then ang last nimo nga buhaton kay mag-revise ka sa imong gi-draft nga essay into final essay. Second process is the monitoring. Paying attention to how well you are understanding the material or performing the task. This involves self-observation and awareness of your thinking processes. For instance, a student might notice that they are struggling to understand a particular concept and decide to reread a section or seek clarification. So, ang monitoring kay ari nimo i-check imong understanding sa diskusyon. Then imong tan-awon if asa ka mas nag-struggle nga topic. Then imong i-kuan sa imong kagalingon nga ari ko dapat mas mag-improve kay mao ni siya ako ang wala nasabtan, mao ni siya akong dapat nga dili usbon kay kani sakto ra ko aning dapita ingon ana. So, and the third one and the last one is the evaluating. The last one is evaluating, assessing the effectiveness of your learning strategies and your overall performance after completing a task. This could involve reflecting on what worked well, what didn't, and how to improve for future learning. So, ang kaning evaluating, mura na siya same sa monitoring. But, ang evaluating is, mag-evaluate ka sa imong kagalingon if asa ka mas maayo ang butanga, asa ka mas dili maayo ang butanga, then asa ka dapat mas mag-improve ana nga learnings. So, metacognitive teaching strategies. This is the last one topic. So, the first teaching strategies I think aloud. It helps students develop awareness of their own thinking and learning processes, improving comprehension and problem-solving skills. So, ang think aloud kay, for example, group study. So, naa dyan na isa ka student sa inyong group study nga iyang i-share iyang learnings about sa kana nga topic. Iyang i-share ninyo if unsay mga nahibaw-an niya sa kana nga topic. And the second one is the journalizing. It encouraging students to reflect on their learning processes and enhance their self-awareness. So, sa kaning journalizing is connected na rin sila sa think aloud. So, samtang nag-discuss ang nag-lead sa group study ninyo, so, ikaw sad, i-reflect nimo ang imong learnings nga unsay ka ng mga naibaw-an nimo dadto sa iyang gipangkuan, sa iyang mga gipang share nga learnings niya ana, chuchu. Then the third one is error analysis. Systematic approach for using feedback metacognitively to improve one's future performance. So kaning error analysis, for example, nag-demonstrate ko. Then okay kaayo ning error analysis kay mag-feedback ko sa imuhang demonstration if kanang asa ka dapat mas mag-improve, asa ka nagguwang ingon ana. And the fourth one is the wrapper, an activity that foster learners metacognition before and during after class. And the last one is the perminatory, a proven metacognitive strategy as many learners learn best when studying with peers who are more informed and skilled than them. For example, seminars. So mag-share mura gapon siya sa think aloud, but you will share your learnings about sa imuhang mga na-learn sa imuhang gistudihan, sa imuhang mga ka group study or sa imong kauban nga naa sa seminars. Thank you for listening, class, and that's all.